Hi dear students, welcome to Social Science class. In today's class, we will be concluding the third lesson in Social Science, that is a visit to the south. In today's class, we will be studying about the coastlines of India. First, we are going to study what is a coast or a coastline. A piece of land bordering a sea or an ocean is known as a coast. What is a coast? A piece of land. As you see here, this is a piece of land which is bordered or surrounded by water or ocean is known as what? A coast. A piece of land bordering a sea or an ocean is known as a coast. So India has a very long coastline of about 600 kilometers running from the Gulf of Kerch in the west till West Bengal in the east. So India having a very wide long coastline around 100 kilometers is the length of this coastline. Actually, this coastlines of India start from the Gulf of Kerch. Gulf of Kerch is a place near to the Gujarat. It is an inlet. What is inlet? It is a very small passage or a entrance of an ocean is known as inlet. So here Gulf of Kerch is an inlet in the Arabian Sea. So the Indian coastline start from this Gulf of Kerch and pass through and passes through Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and ends in West Bengal. So as you see here, this narrow strip land, as you see the outline, yellow outline, so it is a outline of Indian coastline. So it start from where? Start from Gulf of Kerch in Gujarat and ends where? In West Bengal. So that is the portion of Indian coastline in India. Indian coastline. India has a long coastline about 6,100 kilometers running from Gulf of Kerch and ends in West Bengal. The Indian coastline is divided into two parts, the eastern coastal plains and the western coastal plains. So these are the two divisions of Indian coastline. First, we are going to study about the eastern coastal plains. The northern circas in the north and the Coromandel coast in the south together form the eastern coastal plains. As you see here, this is the outline of the eastern coastal plains. The northern circas are the broader coastal line which start from West Bengal and ends in Andhra Pradesh. This part of the border coastline is called what? Northern circas. And the border coastline which start from Andhra Pradesh till Tamil Nadu is known as Coromandel coast. So these two coastal region makes what? The eastern coastal plain. The northern circas in the north, as you see here, this part, the northern circas are located in the northern part of the western coastal plain and the Coromandel coast together make what? The eastern coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains stretch along the states of West Bengal, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh and ends in Tamil Nadu. So this is these are the states which extend across the eastern coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains stretch along the states of West Bengal, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh and ends in Tamil Nadu. This portion. Now we are going to study about the western coastal plains. The western coastal plains, the Gujarat coast in the north and the Konkan and Malabar coast in the south together form the western coastal plains. As you see here, the Gujarat coast, okay, the Gujarat coast and the Konkan coast. The Gujarat coast in the north and the Konkan coast in the south together make what? The western coastal plain. Here, the Konkan coast start from the Maharashtra and ends in Kerala. So this is the Konkan. What is the Malabar coast? It is a broader coastal area which start from Maharashtra ends in Kerala. This portion is known as Malabar coast. So the western coast are made of the Gujarat coast in the north and the Konkan coast and the Malabar coast in the south. So this is the outline of the western coastal region. The western coastal plain stretches from the Gujarat, passes through Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and ends in Kerala in the south. So The western coastal plains start from where? Start from the Gujarat and passes through Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, and ends in Kerala. So this is the portion, or this is the stage which extend across the western coastal plains. So now we have studied about the division to parts of the Indian coastline. It is called eastern coastal plains and western coastal plains. Now we are going to study what is an island. So what is an island? A piece of land surrounded by water in all sides is known as an island. As you see here, so this is a picture of a island. So what is an island? It's a piece of land. As you see here, it's a piece of land and fully or covered with what? Fully surrounded by ocean is known as what? An island. The two main groups of islands in India are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea. These are the two groups of islands in India. Which are those? The first one, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands which is located in Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep Island, which is located in the Arabian Sea. These are the two major groups of islands in India. First, we are going to study about the Andaman and Nicobar Island. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are a group of more than 572 islands. The northern part is known as the Great Andaman, while the southern part is called the Nicobar Islands. So Andaman and Nicobar Islands are located in where? In the Bay of Bengal. Then again this Andaman Nicobar Island having two parts. The northern part is called what? Andaman, and the southern part is called Nicobar Island. So it is a group of more than 572 islands. So one of the major attractions in the Andaman Nicobar Island is Cellular Jail. Cellular Jail is popularly known as the Kalapani. It's a famous tourist spot in Port Blair. It was built by the British people. So this is Cellular Jail is a major attraction in the Andaman Nicobar Island, and this jail is built by the British people. And other speciality of this Cellular Jail is this jail is completely surrounded by ocean. So it is also, Cellular Jail is also known as what? Kalapani. The meaning of the word Kalapani is black water. So that's about Cellular Jail, and this is one of the major attraction in the Andaman Nicobar Island. Now we are going to study about the Lakshadweep Islands. A group of 36 islands in the Arabian Sea form the Lakshadweep Islands. So Lakshadweep Island is a group of 36 islands which is located in the Arabian Sea. Okay, now we are going to study about the climatic condition in the southern. The southern plateau is generally very hot. The summers begin in the March and continue till June. The monsoon begin in the June and continue till the October. Monsoon, the rainy season, that starts from where? In which month? It starts in June and continue till October. The winters begin in November and continue till February. So that is about the climatic condition in the southern plateau. Now, in southern plateau, people we belong to different states and people speak different languages in southern plateau region. The languages spoken in Karnataka are Kannada and Tulu. The Telugu and Urdu are spoken in Telangana. The Tamil is the regional language of Tamil Nadu, and Malayalam is the regional language of Kerala. So these are the major languages which is spoken in these states. Kannada in Karnataka, Telugu and Urdu in Telangana, Tamil in Tamil Nadu, and Malayalam is the regional language of Kerala. Now we are going to study about traditional dresses in this southern region. The traditional dresses, traditionally women in southern region prefer to wear sari. So sari is a very common traditional dresses of women in the southern region of India. The men here traditionally wear shirt or kurta over a dhoti, mundu or lungi. So men traditionally wear kurta, shirt over a dhoti. As you see here, this is the image of a dhoti. Then mundu or lungi are the traditional dresses here in the southern region of India. Then pattu pavada is the traditional silk skirt and the blouse set that is worn by the young girls in the region of India. So as you see here, this is an image of pattu pavada set, and here this is a very traditional dresses in the southern region of regions in India. So most of the southern state prefer young girls in the southern states prefer to wear this pattu pavada in general. Now let's learn what are the major vegetation that we can find in the southern plateau. The forest of southern plateau mainly consists of oak, sandalwood, mahua and bamboo trees. So these are the major trees which grown in the southern plateau. Which are those trees? Oak, sandalwood, mahua and bamboo trees. Now we are going to learn which are the major crops which grown in the southern plateau. The crops like jowar, bajra, cotton, sugarcane, rice, grapes and spices are grown here in the southern plateau. So these are the major crops and the trees which are grown in the region of southern plateau. Now we are going to study what are the names of the wildlife sanctuaries and the park which is located in the southern plateau. The Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary, Kanha National Park and Anamalai Wildlife Sanctuary are some of the famous wildlife sanctuaries in the southern region or southern plateau. So these are the names of the famous wildlife sanctuaries and the national parks in the southern plateau. Which are those? Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary, Kanha National Park and Annamalai Wildlife Sanctuary. So these are the names of the famous wildlife sanctuaries and the national park which are located in the southern region of India. So by that we have come to the end of the chapter 3. In this chapter first we have studied the definition of a plateau and we have understood that the southern plateau is located in the southern part of India, and after that we have studied about two divisions of the southern plateau. The southern plateau divided as Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau, and after that in today's class we have studied about Indian coastline. Indian coastline also divided into two, western coastlines and in eastern coastlines of India, and again we have studied about islands of India, and finally we have studied the traditional dresses and the languages spoken in the southern region of India. So these are the main point which is given in the third chapter. So please read the textbook minimum 4 to 5 times and get signature from your parent. Along that please write these notes. These are the notes for the day. Fifth question, make a note on the coastline of India. The answer, a piece of land bordering a sea or an ocean is known as a coast. India has a long coastline of about 6,100 kilometers running from Gulf of Kutch in the west till West Bengal in east. Sixth question, write a note on Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The answer, Andaman and Nicobar Islands are a group of more than 572 islands. The northern part is known as the Greater Andaman, while the southern part is also called the Nicobar Islands. So these are the notes for you. Please write down the notes into your notebook. So we will be seeing next class with the next lesson. Thank you.